Hi guys, welcome to my channel Therefore Dynamic. Here today we are going to solve a problem from LeetCode. Problem name is maximum score after splitting a string. So what is saying, like he is given a string, we have to split this string into two parts, and left and right part must be not empty. Here we mention like not empty, and we have to calculate score based on the 0 in the left side and 1 is the right side. So what is saying? So suppose that mm, it was yeah. So if we split from here, so number of 0 is left side, basically left and right. And so here we have 1 and number of 1 is right side. Here we have 2. So we have to sum this. So for this case we have 3. So if we split here, so we have 4 plus 1. So this case we have 5, which is maximum. So I think you got my point. So my approach is like something. Let me explain you how I will solve. Let me take a figure. Or I think let me delete it. Question was something 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So here first I will count number of 1 from this point. I will count number of 1 from this point. I'm not going to include 0 index because in this index we must have to split into two parts. So for splitting this we must have to split here. So for this case, so I'm not going to include because we are never going to count this one. So it is useless. We have only have to count 0 here. So from here, suppose we have here 4. So now I have 1 equal to 4 and currently I have 0 is equal to 0. So now after that again I will take a for loop and I will start from this point and this for loop till just before last index because we must have to maintain non-empty string. Uh, so it will go till there. Suppose here we have some boundary cases like we have to not include for first we are going to count here on this and we are not counting it. Suppose here we have to check like if our value is 0. So that time we will increment 1 and we will calculate max value again like max sum every time I will calculate. So this for this case max is 5. Previously it was 4 and now it is 5. Suppose that it is 1. Uh, um, yeah, let me explain another case first. So here we have 1. Suppose for 0 case we increase 0 and we calculate max value. Suppose it is 1. That time we can for this case it is 1 when we participate from here like I'm going to participate from here this one. So 1 is not going to not is useful in there. So we will not going to increase the discount and not going to recalculate max value because our max value not going to increase. It will decrease by 1. So when I will split here, so we have 2 must decrease here, 1, because now we have 3, 3, 1 here. So we will decrease here. So now it is 3 and it is 1. Again, I will do for the here again. Now it is 2 and it is 1. After is come here, it is 2 and it is 2 again here. But here we have 4. So 5 is already max. So we are not going to recalculate it. So I'm talking about previously, suppose it is 1. So for this boundary case, if index is 0, so we are not going to reduce this one because we are never calculated this one in our result in previous for loop. So we will not reduce for boundary index. So this is the solution. Let me jump into the code. Here I'm storing characters. Dot to care. Integer n is equal to s dot length. Now we need 1, which is initially 0. Now again we need 0. It will again is 0 and 9 max score. It is also 0. Now I have to count from one index till last or one value. So here if scores, if characters of I equal to 1. Here we have character, so we will compare to character. If this, so we have to increase our 1. Now, as I said, we are going to again use this. So it will start from 0 and it will not include last index. So we will remove 1. And if this is 1, so we have to do minus minus this. But we have a condition, we never included 0 index in 1. So if I not equal to 0, then we have to do minus minus. Else here we have to increase 0 and after that we have to recalculate max score. Math dot max. Here I'm passing max score and here 0 plus 1. This is, and after that we simply have to return our max. That's it. It not run for this case because we all have 1. So this is 1. This is so here we can have like max score. We can initialize max score here for boundary because suppose we don't have 0. Math dot score max score is never initialized. So yeah, I think we are good to go. Yeah, it is accepted all cases. Thank you guys. Thank you to watching my channel.